welcome to the Raf and Raf Rant. I'm Raf.
And I'm Raf. We're Raf.
Raf Farisco of the Far From Vesuvius podcast. That's Ralph Pizarro of Calcio Napoli Club. Just rant about Napoli.
Let's go for it.
We're going to rant. We're going to match report. We're going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about topics. You leave comments and we'll read your comments out, question you.
All right, quick stats.
Yes, throw the stats up there. On to a nice little segment that we're going to call the Beast of the Match.
Who's beasting it for the Napoli team? Let's see.
Follow us on Facebook, Rafael Rispo, Ralph Pizarro, Twitter at RafaNapoli83. That's me.
CNC USA 26.
I want some feedback to the show. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see more or less of? This is going to be a show for you guys too. I want a lot of comments.
We want to rant about something. Let us know if you want us to rant about something.
I promise you, we're not going to agree on everything all the time.
We won't.
We're going to yell at each other every now and then.
Come and rant. This is what it's for. We want to give you a space to let loose so you can do it here.
Well, that's going to do it, Ralph. You know, were we boring enough for you?
I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
And benvenuti tifosi. My name is Raf. This is the Raf and Raf rant, and this is the post-game show. Napoli draw Torino today at home, 1-1. Bit of an underwhelming performance, but before we get into it, let's go to the quick game stats. All right, so we lined up today again, the 4-2-3-1. As usual, Meret had to start today. He's back on the field today, and Manolis Maximovic plays for Koulibaly, who is still injured, and then we had Di Lorenzo up on the right. Demme gets the start today, but had to come out in about the 30th minute after Belotti sends him a flying knee kick to the back like a Street Fighter. We also had Bakayoko. Zielinski in the middle with Palatano, Insigne, and then Petagna up top. Rare appearance finally by Llorente today in the 70th minute. Man, we are throwing anything we can to try to get goals at this point. Palatano's performance slightly underwhelming. Again, having trouble out there, getting substituted by Lozano. Elmas comes in for Demme to replace him after the karate MMA by Belotti and Ruiz as well. And then Ruiz coming in for Hussal. So, quick game stats. Again, Napoli once again doing well on possession, 65%, but still can't get it done. 13 chances for them, 9 for Torino. A few fouls here and there, a couple cards. Wasn't really a terrible game. Few dirtiness, but corner kicks, again, always nothing to write about. Pass percentage, that's great, but it doesn't matter if we're not scoring goals. Quick game shots here. 15 total shots for Napoli, 10 for Torino. We had 6 missed, 6 on target, 3 blocked. Not bad, but only one of those went in. So here we are. I got Rafa Rispa on the phone. Just give me a moment. He's about to tune in 1 second, guys. Then we're going on to the rant. For those of you watching, thank you for being here. Get in the comments. Start your rant. Be nice, but let's go. Let's get the show going. Rafa Rispa, I got you on the phone. Say hello to everybody out there, please.
What's up, Ralph? What's up, Tifosi? How are you?
Good. I guess, all things considering, we may have dropped some points, but we do got one.
Yeah, we have a point. Listen, I can't say that I watched this match. The whole first half I was busy with haircuts, and then the second half I was on my way home. So I had to listen to it a little bit on Kiss Kiss Napoli.
Yeah.
I got to watch the end of the match. And from what I did see, man, put it this way. If you ask me, Napoli are toothless in the box without Mertens. And, without Osimhen. We have to consider that these players being out is not beneficial for Napoli. And a lot of people, like you said, dug Mertens into the grave and called him a super sub and whatnot. But the fact that remains is Mertens off his team, and Napoli are 1 point from 9.
Right.
And the facts remain this is that the crosses don't come in. The passes don't find anybody. It doesn't seem like there's much of a sense of urgency.
Right.
except for the Insigne goal. I mean, the Insigne goal was a wonderfully played, like if you watch the play again, the give and goes and the movements and the ideas, and Insigne one touch and the ball goes in the back of the net. Now, as far as the Torino goal goes, I don't know who's to blame for that one, but Armando Izzo plays his second match of the season and somehow scores a goal, a defender, you know, and you know, but Meret out of position, you know, it was a difficult shot. I say that it was a shot. You know, you can't really blame too much, and I try to give goalkeepers the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Being one myself, but I mean,
I didn't know that.
You can't, you know, and it's just, here's the thing, okay? You can't go into the break drawing Torino, almost losing.
Right.
You know, you can make an excuse that Napoli were the better team against Inter. They got the penalty kick. They got the man down. They lost Mertens.
Right.
You can make that excuse. You can even make the excuse that we were injury riddled and we had no Insigne for Lazio game and we lost. And Lazio were the better team that day. You can make that excuse. But there is absolutely no reason why we shouldn't have won this match 3-4-5.
Yeah, with a struggling Torino.
No
Come on.
No
Come
reason.
on, man.
Marco Giampaolo and Torino have been dreadful all season long. And a guy who comes in playing in his second match, who's pretty much out of favors with Torino, comes in and gets the goal, a Napolitan, mind you. You know?
Right. Another one.
They hold their lucky to no goals. They hold, you know, Torino, you know, they hold them to no goals other than the Izzo goal.
Right.
But Napoli can't put the ball in the back of the net. All of a sudden, Zielinski doesn't look like he had a good first half, and then his second half when I watched was just clear, awful.
Right.
And Ralph, one more point I'm going to make is the starting lineup. Now, listen, I get it. I understand not starting Lozano. As a matter of fact, Gattuso and me were on the same wavelength instead of one position, and I think this is where we might have lost it. If he was going to start Husai, now I remember I made a prediction starting 11.
Right.
And someone out there on Twitter land or in Facebook, and I don't remember who it was or where it was, but someone out there said, well, I don't think Husai is going to get starting minutes until he comes in and plays a little bit. So I think Di Lorenzo starts,
right,
and it'll be either Mario Rui or Gulam,
right?
Because I had Gulam on the left and I had Husai on the right.
Okay.
Instead, he does put Husai in, but he keeps Di Lorenzo in there. Now I don't think Di Lorenzo had a terrible game. Put him at 7.1, which isn't awful, but this guy's got to have some rest, and I feel like Gulam and Insigne on that left-hand side
would have been all right.
Could have really made some moves. Could have really caused some damage because they used to cause damage when they played regularly with each other anyway.
Right.
And if he's going to try to start Husai, put him on the friggin' right, and put Gulam on the left.
I agree.
I mean, something had to give today, and Napoli just didn't take advantage. And of course, Milan wins, Roma wins.
Right, Rafa. Well, before we get into that, I mean, the point is that the team is coming out flat. I mean, whoever, you know, again, we got to the point that we had Llorente on the field today. I mean, and he's out, deserves his chance, but why, like you said, why couldn't he play on the right? Why couldn't Gulam come on the left today? Or maybe even Mario Rui. I know he does provide that offensive prowess, a little bit of energy and spark. But all in all, though, the team looked flat. The team looked flat, Rafa. And you can't wait until the last 15 minutes to win a game. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, why does a sense of urgency start in the last, you know, at the 70th minute? You know what I'm saying, Rafa? Like, do you feel me on that? Like,
I do. I agree. I agree 100%. And I think that a lot of it had to do with options on the bench.
Right.
You know, Llorente shouldn't be coming in to try to win a match. A guy who hasn't seen a minute all season.
Right.
You know? But the problem is that who do you put in? Petagna's probably tired. And these past few games have really shown. Now, I like Petagna, don't get me wrong. I think he's a great fit for what we need. And that is someone off the bench, someone to come in for the last couple minutes or the last 15, 20 minutes and take care of business if he has to. He's got 2 match winners. He's got 3 goals off the bench. And I don't necessarily disagree with him coming into the squad. But these last couple of games have absolutely shown that Petagna is not the guy that you need to have starting up there.
Right. Well,
so maybe in the transfer window, we do need to make a move for
we spoke about this.
Striker.
We spoke about
we
this.
We did speak about this.
So, you know.
We did. And again, once Mertens and Osimhen comes back, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a much better Napoli, a much more fluid Napoli. And the depth that we have is fine for situations that we need to be in. But when there are injuries like this, you know, it needs to be a little bit better. If you have to have someone replace someone on injury for injury, it's not Petagna and it's not Llorente. So you know,
all right,
Lozano came in, and I really admire the fact that Lozano came in today. He really got banged up hard, and the next thing you know, he's on the squad and coming in, you know, as a substitute. And I applaud him, and I officially dub him the Aztec Warrior of Napoli.
Definitely.
But
well, Rafa, let's hope in January now. Let's hope in January, you know, we get our these key players back on the pitch and we can turn things around, Rafa. But I'm gonna get to the rant. We got some people in the live chat eager to speak here, so I'm gonna get to them, and I think we'll be back on soon. I feel like maybe after the holidays, and I'm sure we're gonna have plenty more to say after that, and we'll take it from there. But always a pleasure, Rafa.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph, and Merry Christmas, Buon Natale.
Buon Natale to you and the family.
Yes, and thank you all for listening, and enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, we'll see you again soon, Rafa. We'll talk soon. Take care.
Ciao.
All right, Rafa Rispo once again always blessing us with his presence for the post game. But yeah, man, he was right. Like, man, we're struggling out there, boys and girls. Like. I got Don Napoli here. You know when Llorente subbed on to win a game, Gattuso stuck for ideas. Totally right, Don. Totally right. I mean, what else? I mean, but can you blame him? Osimhen out, Mertens out, Petagna struggling, Politano struggling. What else do you have left? I mean, the guy has no more ideas. You know, it's like, it sucks, you know? I mean, who else do you put in? Like, who else do you put in? Let me see. What we got? Like, Scott Delizio. Always a pleasure to see you, Miguel. Recovered and was able to play. I mean, listen, he Lozano, 3 weeks minimum for sure. This was for Mertens, not for Lozano. Lozano did not. The reports was that Lozano did not have any severe injury to any bones or muscles. He just got knocked. He basically probably just got bruised in the leg. So he was a day-to-day. And apparently he was good enough to play today. So what can I say? But Romani, here's the deal. This was, you know what, I want to address this because a few people asked me this, and I don't think today was the day for him to play. To be honest, we still haven't seen him. He still hasn't proved anything. You know, we're not sure what kind of shape he's in, and considering today was, I mean, I guess all games are must win, but really today you had to take it to Torino. You're at home, considering you had two terrible games. All right, and you had this resurgence of energy after the Coney decision yesterday. This was the day you had to make a statement. This is the day you had to come in and say something. But you know, Romani, he'll get his chance. Basically, is to answer your question. You know, we'll have the Coppa Italia game coming in mid-January. There's a few other games with some lower teams. He can get his opportunity. He's going to need it, especially if Koulibaly needs a little bit more time to heal. So, you know, so when is the day? We're talking about death of squad. I don't know. You gotta. I mean, listen. When is the day? It should come soon. Listen, Manolas and K2 are doing great. There was no reason to switch these guys. I'm sorry. They're dominating that position. We still got They're the best center backs in quite possibly the world. You know, Maximovic had he was given the Europa League kind of responsibility, and we used him. When does he come in? I don't know, man. Should he come in at least give him some minutes of burn? Yes, but you know, I think he had the COVID issue. I believe he had a small injury after international duty, so who knows? But he needs his chance soon, and I agree with you guys. You know, everybody in here, especially Napidans, I get it where you know, we're getting all these people, and like, where are they? We saw Malkowit the other day. We coming on the coming off the bench to do what? You know, where was he all season? Why didn't he get any burn? Why is Di Lorenzo playing every minute? Why can't he get a break? I don't understand. Maximovic, anybody, somebody else can play that right back temporarily to give, I don't know, in the 70th minute or something to give this poor guy a break. You know, and now everybody's kind of like shitting on him. It's you know, oh man, here we go. Our corner weakness tells me our back four maybe isn't the best in the world. Listen, I get what you're saying, but those balls that are coming into the box ain't that good either. You know, it's not like it's like hitting these guys in the head, you know, and you know, are they the best at headers? No. But remember when Koulibaly did that header against Juventus? Man, that's the header heard round the world. They're capable of doing it, but let's keep it real. Our set pieces are terrible. They're terrible. Our corner kicks are even worse. I don't know the last time we saw a corner. Is there anybody in this chat right now that can tell me the last time Napoli scored on the header? Is there anybody here that can tell me that? On a corner kick with the head on a corner or in a corner kick in general? Is there anybody here? Please share it with me. Google it. Let me know because I don't know anymore. I forgot. I mean, I remember Insigne had that beautiful blast the other day, a few weeks ago in EL set piece. But other than that, underwhelming set pieces. And let me tell you, man, set pieces can win games, can turn things around, could be the difference maker between a good team and a bad team. So man, we really need that. We really need that. You know, midfield, Zelensky didn't see him as much today. You know, just I didn't see this energetic Napoli. I just don't see the team that wants to win on the field for 70 minutes. You know, like I mean, God bless Lorenzo. He tied the game today. He did everything he could. He was playing with all the energy. You know, he learned his lesson. I was hard on him last week. This week he made up for it. He really did. He was the one running around the whole field. If everybody would have played like Lorenzo and Insigne today, I think this game would have been much different. But there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Was headed on a set piece. I think so. Yes, we did. We did see one. One. You're all right. Thank you. Thank you for that. We did see it. But other than that, the fact that that was, you know, goes to show you. Gattuso got to go, man. Thoughts? Man. You know, me and Rafa had the show. Let me keep that up there for a little bit so everybody knows what I'm responding to. Um, we had me and Rafa spoke on the show, I believe the last week, and you know we spoke about Gattuso's year one, and you know he brought some positivity to the team. He certainly instilled a little bit more discipline and energy. Is he the right guy though? You know, this is like the question. The Grinta is great. The Grinta is great. We need it. Napoli needs it. But you know, something that I said the other day was, you know, you can't be all heart and no brains. All right. But was it Gattuso's fault today that that the troops on the field today were not motivated? Because at the end of the day, it's the 11 guys on the field that got to play the game. If you're not using your energy running around, then I mean, what good is it when Insigne is the only guy playing with a sense of urgency? We scored that last goal. We tied the game for a sense of urgency. We looked like we wanted to score a goal. The rest of the game was we were just lost, man. Like we were just not giving it at all. Gattuso is the heart of the team. Yeah, again, but all heart, no brains, no good either. He is getting out, like he's just getting outsmarted all the time. This was not a strong Torino team, man. This was a Torino team that was struggling, and they were in our house at the Maradona, and we lost, and we tied. We almost lost. It wasn't until stoppage time, and thank God we didn't drop a point. Thank God we got at least 1 point after Juve losing today in Fiorentina. It was all fun and games, and then look what Napoli did. So sometimes you got to bite your tongue a little bit and wait for all the results. Um, Valentini, I know that's it. Oh, thank you. I just wanted to boast for myself here. That's just it. All heart, no brains, man. Like you can't come into a game with just grinta. You got to be smart. The players on the field got to be smart. We took first of all, Belotti with that freaking knee to the back to Deme. No card, no call, nothing. It was all good, right? And then Elmas comes in, and then Zielinski has to go back, or I don't know if Elmas went to the middle. Dude, Zielinski needs to be in the middle up front. That's his job. That's where I want him all the time. Leave him there. I don't want anybody in the back. You had Lobotko that you could have put in as a defensive midfielder. That didn't happen. Okay, you could have put in Fabian Ruiz. I'm not crazy about him, but you know what? He can at least fill in that position. Elmas is a winger. All right, when you need to give Insigne a break, or you just need, maybe Lorenzo's not with it that day, you need somebody else to come in, that's where you put Elmas. Elmas goes to the left. Elmas is Insigne's backup / the B guy to come in. All right. Fully attacks. We need more positivity. That on Reno. Maybe, but they got to get on the field and show like they want it. Like, I want to know, like, tell me, what was the difference between the 70th minute and before up until the 70th minute and after? Like, how come it takes into the 70th minute? Was it the substitutes? Was it the coach yelling? Like, why is it at the 70th minute, and this happened the last couple games, that the Napoli comes in and just starts playing how they're supposed to play? Why can't they just put in a full 90 minutes like that? Or, I know sometimes they warm up like the first 10, 15 minutes, whatever. But what? You cannot wait till the end of the game to want to win the game. That's what I'm trying to say. So where is it? Where is it? He's not well, bro. Eye condition. He's all formed, and the team will fall. Yeah, but it's eye or no eye. First of all, Gattuso's a tough man. He can deal with his eye. He's out there screaming. I heard his voice. He was up today. The other day, he was sitting on the bench with the cover and all that. I get it, but where was what where was the team? Where was Gattuso at the side? On the sideline. That's what I want to know. Where was our playmaking ability? Where was those nice crispy passes that we can all that we send to each other that leads to the goals? You didn't see that shit. And we just keep going backwards, man. It's like we move up and then we get scared and then we go back and then we go back and then we go back. And it's like we're not sustaining pressure on these teams. Because when we do sustain pressure, boy, Napoli look dangerous between the speed that we got and the accuracy in our passing and our ability to possess. Go look at my stats the last 3 games. We have had possession and passing accuracy all the way up, better than our opponents, yet, and even shots, way more than our opponents, yet we can't finish. You know why? Because we keep going backwards all the time. We don't go forwards, we go back. Come on. Let me see what we got here. He needs to be the leader of this team. He struggled with that ever since he was thrown into that role after Hamsik left. It's starting to feel that way. Now we need a Croatian player. I know who that is. All right. We had a few. They didn't work out, bro. So they're all gone. But I would have loved a Croatian player, Chris. But to answer here, Miguel, you're right. I'm not sure if Insigne is responding well to this role. See, listen, I think he's a great player. That goes without a doubt, because we miss him when he's not on the field. But is he instilling the right attitude into this team? Because the sulking shit that Hamsik did it a little bit when he was captain, but Hamsik was this poised, calm dude right in the middle of the field, and he had all these like energetic, like real hungry guys all around him, ready to go forward and attack. Remember that. Plus, you got to understand something. We haven't had a decent striker since we sold Higuain, honestly. And even when Ozyhen came, he was doing all right, but then he got injured. So he needed a month or two to gel into the team. And right when that was starting, he goes down. And he's been away for a month. And now it's back to the old ways, man. With Napoli not having that true center forward that can finish. Remember, look how much of a threat Ozyhen was when he was playing. The defense was worried about him. He was able to stretch out defenders, and our wingers would come in and just score from every angle. We lost that. And when Martins tried to, when Gattuso tried to get, when Martins tried to get when Mertens tried to, when Gattuso put in Mertens to try to fill in that role, it just wasn't working out that well because Mertens is not that guy. How many more positions does this guy have to cover before he can get into the position that he was meant to do? You know, and everybody relegated to this bench. I would have taken anybody. I mean, I would have taken Mertens over anybody today. Honestly, I would have loved Mertens on this field today. All right, we miss him. He is still valuable. This guy, he is creative. He is a playmaker. And oh man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna catch it. But if I had to choose, ladies and gentlemen, I think Mertens should be the captain of this team. I really say that. And I don't mean to shit on Insigne. He is the Scunizzo. He's every Napolitan's dream. Okay, watch your mouth with that turncoat. No. Listen, I don't know if you're talking to me, Melodra. I'll put this here. Listen, I love Insigne. I told you, he's my favorite player. He plays great for Italy. He is Neapolitan pride, but let's be honest. Mertens, he's just a happy face. He gets people involved. He loves the city. He's an older dude. I wouldn't mind Mertens. If I had to choose, Mertens with the captain of the armband. All right, because I just need a little bit of validation. So you get to go on here today. Listen, Mertens is a leader. And it's his attitude that we need out there right now. Just happy and fun and hardworking and creative. But that doesn't mean Insigne is not a leader, and that doesn't mean Insigne can't do the job. It's just he just seems to have a hard time with the job. We have no center forwards. We're having mutinies on the team. The team is not motivated. I mean, where does all this, who do we blame? I know, everybody's been really hard on Patenya lately, and Patenya is not a starter. He is not a difference maker. He wasn't the golden boy for this team. He's a backup that now has to fill in the role with Mertens out, Osimhen out. We have no striker. We had to use Llorente. This guy hasn't seen the pitch in about 8 months or something like that. I mean, boy, you want to talk about market needs. I really think we need a backup strike. We haven't, and I said this before. I said this I don't know if any of you guys in the Calcio Napoli group on Facebook, please come in. It is a private group, recommendations only, and special requests. Come in. That's where we get to talk it down. But we were in there today, and I was like, we haven't seen a backup striker since Goran Pandev. Goran Pandev was the last backup striker who was able to come on the field and make a difference. Either he scored or he almost scored, and he's always given the defense trouble. No Cheeto, no win. Rafa Rispo, yes sir, he's back. Not only does he call in, he writes in too. Thank you, Rafa. You're always gonna get shine here. Was this true? I don't know about this happening. Can anybody confirm? Let me know. Maybe that's why it was a mutiny. This was a coup from Insigne. I don't know. Any news upcoming window, Malik? So from what I understand, I think Juve is out the question and Fiorentina might be out the question. We're still looking to sell him. I don't think he's ever going to put a Napoli jersey back on. I'll be honest. That's considering. I mean, with Victor coming back, 50 million on Lozano, 50 million. It was 70 million on Victor, by the way. He isn't spending no more, bro. Well, listen, you're right. He's probably not going to spend a lot in January, considering everything. But we'll see. He's going to have to get something. He's going to have to make replacements. We're going to lose players in the summer, and we may need to reinforce. I think we're going to need more midfielders. There was talk today about Loboko possibly getting either loaned out or sold. We'll see. So, Ant writes us, with a 3-man foot, it's time to start considering a 3-man at back. Maybe. I don't know. This is a tough one. 3-man at back really changes the whole dynamic of the team. So I don't know if this is a good idea. I have suggested it in the past, and I was chewed up for it. So can we do it? Maybe we can do it. I mean, considering that our fullbacks are always so ahead of the field. I mean, most of the time they can't even run back to defend. So is it time to consider it? It could. considering how much midfielders we got. I think we can pull it off, but um more than anything, I think we need more balance in the defense. They have to make sure we keep getting caught wide, or it's just like a silly cross that we can't defend, bro. Our fullbacks are a little short, and they keep getting us there, bro, and they know it. They know it. Go ahead, Rafa. Go ahead, Rafa. Chris M says the 4-3-3. I mean, listen, that's going to work sometimes. It's not going to work all the time. I think the last time we did a 4-3-3, we it didn't work out. So, you know, and I think it's because I'm not sure if we have the right guys always on the field that can do it to do it. When we didn't have Insigne, Mertens, and we only had Zelensky on, and I mean, who's going to play the 4-3-3? Bakayoko is like Barami from back in the day, just a defensive dude. Let me drink some water. Transfer rumors for the midfield. Zaccagni, Matias Zaccagni was in there. Lionel Messi, and then Papu Gomez for January. That's all I know for now. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm sure, Papu Gomez would be nice. He has that personality. He'll bring the name. He is a little bit older. So you would think that this is a guy to get something in for January, which is quite possibly something we need. So getting Papu Gomez could help right now. Whereas Zaccagni can help overall because he's younger. He can grow a little bit with the team. I wouldn't mind either or. He had a decent game today. He can hold the ball. He can hold the ball. And he can distribute. He can shoot. He's kind of like Zelensky, Zaccagni. So having two guys like that on the field, I think would be great. With Bakayoko there to help in the defensive mid, any one of those guys would do. As far as Messi goes, I think it's a long shot. I don't think we're gonna. If like I said in the last show, if we didn't spend $10 million on Cavani, we're not spending $30 million on Messi. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But would it be worth it? I don't know. I think it's a coin toss, to be honest. So, but Luka Modric. All right, we're back. Sorry, bit of a freeze right there, but last minute draw after Retiro. Yeah, Coney was a long shot too. Yeah, I know, but guess what? We got it. I think Coney was. I think it was the league trying to protect itself, and then once somebody with no interest got involved, the truth came out and whatever. But shout out to all the Juve fans crying over that because oh well, you get stopped by a government agency, you don't go. That's the rule. That's the law. So all your conspiracy theories, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your conspiracy theories. All right, because the ruling was made. But guys, that's all I have the time. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you again for being here. Be sure to join us again on the Calcio Napoli Club USA at Facebook. Put in your request. Check out Far From Vesuvius podcast with Rafa Respawn the crew. And then come by more for these game rants. I know we're going on the break soon, so we probably won't have any more. Obviously, we won't have any more post games till the 13th, I believe, or the 3rd or something of January. So we'll be back then. We'll try to get another show out. Hey, from New Zealand. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, we got some New Zealand guys. Thank you. Buona Natale to you too. That's awesome. Very happy to hear that. Shout out to New Zealand. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that too. Uh, thank you again to Miguel. All you guys have been wonderful. We see you out there. We're glad you're having a good time. But yeah, come check us out. Check out our YouTube page. I got some quick clips there. If you just want to browse, maybe you want to watch something over the holidays, you got nothing to do. But thank you again. Have a great holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. If you don't see it, much health and happiness. 2020 been quite the year. Looking forward for this one to end, and hopefully all good new things for January. And again, once again, as always, Forza Napoli, guys. We'll see you again soon. You be good now. Be good because Santa Claus is coming.